Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. And what could be more Christmassy than a shiny red sleigh ridden by a fat man with a white beard? So here we are. Merry Christmas. I'm not going to prostitute myself today like the last video, which was to get a free satnav system, although it is a very good satnav system. What I'm going to do is have a quick ride out and tell you about what's going on, what's happened. There isn't a huge amount, but I just needed a ride out, and I quite fancy taking you as company. Yes, I did prostitute myself. I did do what I was asked to get a free sat-nav system. However, what I would say is the sat-nav system is very, very, very good. I'm really impressed by it. Now that I've got the centre mount for it, which goes onto the top of the headstock and handlebar clamps. Thank you very much, Howie. Howie 702. I'm not sure what his channel name is at the moment. I know he's changed it a couple of times actually since it was Howie 702. But no, thank you very much. It's made a huge difference, and now I feel like it's a part of the bike rather than just being strapped to the handlebars. So what is going on? Well, it's not quite Christmas Day. It's about a week and a half away from Christmas Day as I record this video. I am having the first ride for a while actually. Still waiting to get my fuel gauge fixed by CMC Motorcycles in Newport. There's been a couple of different issues with regards getting that done because it needs a Ducati dealership to do it, but CMC have got a contact with another one that say they can. It's something to do with calibrating the new tank sensor to the new BBS module that I had fitted earlier on in the summer. So moving forward, I have bought a new motorcycle. Obviously not this one, this is staying. I'm keeping the multistrada. This is my touring bike, and I have got another tour booked for next year, which I'll talk about in a moment. But no, I've bought a new motorcycle. I'm waiting for it to be delivered. It is a sports bike, but it's not fast. It is rare, but it's not necessarily a classic or expensive, which is one of the reasons why I bought it, and I'll talk about that in the video where I reveal it. It's more spaghetti than sushi, and it's, in my opinion, glorious exotica without having the glorious exotica price tag to go with it. But hopefully that'll be here at some point next week. I will get a video out. I have missed doing the videos actually. If you go for a ride on your own, which I predominantly do, it's nice to have that level of company even though there's nobody there with you, and that is one of the weird, strange, psychotic issues of talking to yourself while riding a motorbike. So let's spend a quick couple of minutes talking about next year's motorcycle trip that we've planned and booked. Hopefully you saw the Stelvio Pass trip, which took us down through France, Switzerland, Italy, and then back up through Austria, Germany, Luxembourg, Belgium and home. That was amazing. I'll be honest with you, for a first sort of major long motorcycle trip, it was probably a bit too far for us, purely because my mistake. I'd planned too many days where we were in the saddle too long because I didn't take into account things like breaks, stops, sites that we wanted to go and see. I just thought we could do those trips, those days, which on Google Maps come up as 2.5 to 3 hours in the saddle, but in actual fact many days we were in the saddle for 6-7 hours. So we've done a bit of a change this year. We've done that part of Southern Europe. What we're going to do in 2025 is we're going to head over to Harwich, which is in, I think it's Norfolk, I'm pretty sure it's Norfolk area, and we're going to go from Harwich on the overnight ferry. I call it a cruise because we've got a room booked, a cabin booked. So I'm taking my wife on a cruise over to Rotterdam in Holland, and then from Rotterdam we're going to ride down to the southwest border of Holland with Germany, stay overnight. Then from there we're going to head down to Cologne in Germany. Cologne's a different place altogether. Cologne in Germany, where we've got accommodation booked overnight, and then we're going to head off to Kochum, which is still in Germany, but it's down on the Mosel Valley, or the start of the Mosel Valley run. We're going to stay there for a couple of nights. We're going to have a nice little break there, and then we're going to ride down across or along the Mosel Valley through Germany and stay at a place called Trier, which is at the other end of the Mosel Valley run, and it looks stunning. At that point then we're pretty much on the Luxembourg border, so we're going to make a mad dash straight north through Luxembourg, through Belgium, a little bit of France, and onto the Channel Tunnel, get across and stay at Ashford overnight, and then head back home. So it's actually works out to be the same time scale as the last trip, but half the distance, which I think will be amazing. I'm really looking forward to the Mosel Valley. I've seen some videos of it. It's absolutely stunning, and if we get the weather that we had last year or this year, it's going to be mind-blowing. Oh look, it's quite nice when the sun's out, even though it's December. Quiet though. Do you know what, I can't tell you how stunning this bike feels to ride. It's just amazing. It's done nearly 32,000 miles. It's 12-year-old, and it just feels like a new bike. I have to say, the service, that I had the major service done at CMC Motorcycles in Newport, and they did an absolutely cracking job. An absolutely cracking job. Right, so I'm just going to head off now and end the video at a little known place that is one of my favourite places. Got to visit it while the sun's out and give some really good news about it. That unless you live in Weston or visit Weston, will make absolutely zero difference to you, and will make no difference to the joy and pleasure in your own lives. But actually I think it's really good news. Oh, look at this, all resurfaced and lovely. That isn't the good news, by the way, although that is immense news. This bit hasn't been resurfaced though, what a shame. Oh, let's get that riser up, get some fresh air in. Right, so that is Burnbeck Pier, which has been in most or a lot of videos, and many photos that I've put on, because I think it's just a stunning derelict place. And the great thing about derelict places is they hold so much history and stuff that people don't know, and they're interesting. They're absolutely interesting. Now, interesting on this point, the tide is currently on its way in, but when it goes all the way out, there's a little land bridge that goes under there, and you can walk straight out to it. But it's been closed off because it's dangerous and it is derelict. However, they have gained funding to regenerate it. Now, you may see, I'll try and zoom in as best I can without losing any quality. There is a lot of scaffolding over there. They have got funding to get this rebuilt, to get this regenerated, to get the pier open. Because, by the way, this is the only pier in the UK that connects an island, which is a little known fact. All of the piers go out into the sea and they have the pier as a structure, but this pier actually connects an island to the mainland. So it's good news. It's good news for the local area, and hopefully good news for the local economy. But I'm going to take a spectacular photo of a spectacular bike, because it's just an awesome day. I think that'll do. Right, I'm going to head back now. I hope you enjoyed the video. My apologies for being a bit on and off with the channel. Well, more off than on, to be fair. It's purely because I needed a break. I had to have a break from it. I'm not going to be uploading in the same every Saturday morning at 8 AM timescale, because it just becomes quite stressful trying to keep meeting that expectation which I was putting on myself. YouTube will tell you that regularity is the way to build a channel. I don't need to build a channel. I appreciate the people I've already got. But if you want to subscribe, you can do. Obviously, it doesn't mean I don't want you to subscribe. It just means that you're always welcome. But I'm not one of these that's pushing, because I love riding a bike, and if I can share it with you, then that's even better. Right, so I'll leave you here. God, she's glorious, and she's going to be glorious. Stay safe, everyone. Have fun, and I will very much catch you on the flip side.